Hi, my name is Melanie Miller and I'm a 3-star director in the Les Diamants organization. I'm here today to talk to you about hostess finalisation, or as we call it in the document, privileges of purchase of the Tupperware business kit. So this is something that we complete with our hostesses at the end of their party. So the party's done, the guests have gone home, and now it's time to sit down and explain to your hostess what it is she has privilege for. It doesn't mean that she has to do everything that's on this list, but unless we explain it to her, she's going to have a nasty shock the next day when she gets an email from Tupperware saying, "Congratulations, you are now a consultant." If you haven't taken the time to explain it to her, you're going to have some explaining to do. Okay, so when I have done a party, I sit down with my hostess at the end, and I usually say to her, "Have you got 10 minutes? Let's just sit down, go through this document which explains to you your privileges." Now, the important thing about this document is that it doesn't come by itself. And sometimes when I sit down and I pull out all the papers, I can see the hostess saying to herself, 10 minutes, this is going to take hours. So I always reassure them, don't worry, we're just going to go through the first couple of sides and all the rest of the documents are for you to read later on. So in your privilege of hostess document, you're going to have the actual privilege document, which is this one. And this one lays out for them not only the privileges, but it also shows them how to access the Tupperware website for the first time and for continuous time. As well as that, in my pack, I'm going to have a copy of every single sample that is available to her at the moment. Now, if you're doing a party on a Tuesday night and the samples for the current brochure finish on Wednesday, then don't feel that you shouldn't put them in. Still put them in. Like, make sure she has access to everything she can have access to as soon as her kit has been ordered. The other thing I'm going to put in this package is the Grow in Confidence document, which will explain to her how, if she decides to put in more sales herself or decides to sell Tupperware, there are opportunities for her to get more Tupperware for free. And the final thing I'm going to show her, because I want her to be excited, even more excited at this point, is the Say Yes gift. And every single month there is a Say Yes gift, and no matter what month it is, it's the best Say Yes gift we've ever had. So you need to transmit that information to her, because at the moment we have the microwave pressure cooker. Who knows what it's going to be next month, but you need to be as excited about everything that's offered to them, because don't forget, everything that they're getting is at a very reduced price and they're going to be excited about it. So you're going to explain to them that there's a Say Yes gift and that the Say Yes gift is this, and that because her party sales were more than $600, you're actually going to be able to achieve the second part of the Say Yes gift, which is another gift. At this point, you're like bombarding her with gifts and she's probably, woo, this is so good. So once I've explained the Say Yes gift, I'm going to then go back to the document because during the document there's another opportunity to mention the Say Yes gift, and you don't need to go into any detail that time. You can just skip over it, but it's another reminder, because as you know, the more times we tell people things, the more times they actually hear them or actually listen. So when I'm doing my document for privileges, I'm going to make sure that I have a pen, and I'm going to get her to tick every point as I talk about it, because I want her, when she looks back at it, to remember that we did actually talk about it. So I'm going to go through each point step by step. Did you know that now that you've ordered, and now that you're buying the Tupperware kit, you're now registered as a Tupperware consultant? Did you know that that gives you access to the Tupperware website, that you've got 25% off everything from now on, and that one of the best privileges available to you are samples? Now, samples can give you up to 65% off. Make sure she understands that and make a quick reference. Remember, I showed you there are samples in your package that I'm leaving you. Then I'm going to go on and remind her that she has 4 months in which she can do anything she likes in the Tupperware system. Once the 4 months are up, if she hasn't maintained her active status, and if she asks me, I'll explain what that is. If she hasn't maintained her active status, she's still able to buy Tupperware for the next 8 months. I'm then going to explain to her that she could actually sell Tupperware, and we have 3 different ways she can do that. One, by being a Tupperware vending machine, like an Avon lady is what I usually say. Pass around the catalogs, collect orders, do a Facebook page. I'm also going to mention to her that she could do it part-time, where she might do 1 to 2 cooking workshops a week. And then I'm going to say, or you could do it full-time like me. But I usually say, to be honest, most people start in the middle. Some people start at number 1, they move on to number 2, and a few move on to number 3. But whichever one of those you choose, you have an opportunity to make a bit of money. And in fact, if today you say, you know, Melanie, I think I'd like to try selling Tupperware, then I'm going to say to her, why don't we schedule to do the first one of your parties dated today together? You're going to come with me on training, and you can actually start your Tupperware journey. I'm going to make sure she understands that she will get a consultant ID, and that it's going to be 9 3 3 zeros and then 6 other digits, and that her password will be whatever you have set her password up to be, and that you ask her not to change it, because if she keeps her password the same, then you are always able to help her. If she changes the password, you won't have time to be finding out what everybody's password is, because you are recruiting a lot of people. Then you're going to go on and you're going to explain to her what will she receive in her Tupperware kit. And you're going to explain about the products, about the dating gifts, about the documentation, that she has enough documents to be able to do the first 2 parties without having to make any more purchases, and that she will get some bonus items as well. And then I take a breather and I say, okay, we're nearly done now, because she's probably tired and she's probably wondering when you're going to be done. And then I say, okay, so on this second page, just some information for you. First of all, you're going to be added to my email list and the email list of Tupperware and the director. That we do have a Facebook page for the team, and this is the name of it. And the Facebook page is just to get information about recipes, about good ideas, about posting pictures of Tupperware parties. And then I'm going to explain the next section, which really explains to them that as a new consultant, she's going to be invited to a team meeting where she's going to get extra Tupperware just for attending her first meeting. She's going to be invited to the Tupperware Gala, which will blow her mind, because she'll never believe that there's that many people interested in Tupperware. And she's going to be able to go to the GPS, where she'll be able to see loads and loads of different recipes, or attend any of the information sessions where she's going to see lots of cooking as well. So there are lots of opportunities for your hostess to understand Tupperware, because a lot of the hostesses, it's not that they've decided to sell or not to sell, they just don't know yet. And if you don't explain to them what the privileges are and what information they can get, they will never come, and you will never have them as a consultant in your team. You're also going to explain to them that we do have an office, that there are lots of trainings going on there all the time, and that in this document we've actually given them a step-by-step process of how to access the Tupperware site for the first time, and then how they can go in and find all their coupons and get samples. And the most important thing to highlight to them is that if they have any problems with the system, not with Tupperware selling, but with the system that you have written here, the customer service number for them, and they can call them and they will be glad to help them with their first orders. And that's it. At that point, I'm going to say thank you very much to my hostess for making a good decision to buy the Tupperware kit, and that I'm going to look forward to getting to know her better in the future.